Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because what you're about to see could completely change the way you look at coins in your collection. This isn't just another coin story, this is about a piece of history, a small object that has traveled decades, survived dramatic changes, and quietly gained a value that most people could only dream of. If you've ever held a coin in your hand and wondered about its story, you're going to want to stick around. Now, let's take a journey back to 1993. The world was in a time of transition. South Africa was on the cusp of monumental change, a country reshaping itself politically, economically, and socially. It was the year that saw the final steps toward ending decades of apartheid and stepping into a new era. And amid all this, everyday life continued, and people went about their routines, using ordinary coins in their daily transactions, perhaps unaware that some of these coins would one day be highly sought after by collectors worldwide. Among these everyday coins, one small coin quietly circulated, the South African 10-cent piece. To many, it was just a tiny part of change given for a bus ride, a cup of coffee, or groceries at the corner store. But coins like these are often more than just currency, they are fragments of history, frozen in metal, carrying stories of the people and the times that produced them. The 1993 10-cent coin, in particular, is fascinating for a number of reasons. First, consider its design. This coin carries not just a monetary value, but a reflection of South Africa's identity during a period of immense transformation. Every detail, from the imagery to the inscriptions, tells a story about the country's wildlife, culture, and heritage. For collectors, design is not just aesthetics, it's about rarity, symbolism, and historical significance. And coins from transitional years, like 1993, often attract attention because they represent a bridge between eras, a tangible reminder of change. Now, let's talk about rarity. You might be surprised, but not every coin minted in 1993 was preserved in mint condition. In fact, many were spent, lost, or simply discarded over time. This means that finding one today, in pristine condition, is increasingly difficult. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that are well preserved, with sharp details and minimal wear. The appeal is as much about scarcity as it is about history. The fewer there are in existence, the more coveted they become. But it's not just about the age or rarity, it's about the story behind the coin. Imagine the lives of the people who used this coin back in the 90s. Think of the daily transactions, the small purchases, the little exchanges that most of us take for granted. This coin passed through countless hands, quietly witnessing history while remaining nearly invisible in the background of everyday life. Yet today, that invisibility has transformed into intrigue. Collectors love coins that carry a hidden story, especially when they tie into a significant period in a country's history. Now, many people overlook small denominations, thinking they are of little value. But history has shown that even the tiniest coins can fetch extraordinary prices when the right conditions align. It's a combination of scarcity, historical context, condition, and collector demand. And when it comes to the 1993 South African 10-cent coin, all of these factors converge. Its modest appearance masks a potential value that far exceeds its face value, turning what once was spare change into a treasure worth tens of thousands to the right buyer. Think about it. A coin that you might have casually tossed into a drawer decades ago could now be considered a rare collectible, desired across the globe. Collecting coins isn't just about money, it's about preserving a piece of history, honoring craftsmanship, and connecting with stories from the past. And the most exciting part: every coin has the potential to be that rare find that changes the collector's game. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. The value of coins like this isn't static, it grows as the years go by, especially when fewer coins remain in circulation and more collectors enter the market. The market for rare coins has seen exponential growth, and the stories of coins being sold for extraordinary sums are not just legends, they happen every day. People have found coins tucked away in drawers, wallets, or old collections that suddenly make headlines when their true worth is revealed. And sometimes, a single coin can turn into a small fortune overnight. For those of you who enjoy the thrill of the hunt, the story of this coin is particularly compelling. Imagine visiting a flea market, an estate sale, or your own attic, and discovering one of these coins in excellent condition. The excitement isn't just about the potential monetary gain, it's about uncovering a tangible piece of history that has survived decades. You're not just holding a coin, you're holding a story, a piece of the past that has quietly endured, waiting for the right moment to shine. And let's be honest, there's a satisfaction that comes from recognizing the value in something that others might overlook. A 10-cent coin from 1993, small and unassuming, yet holding the potential to transform a collection, and even a collector's life. There's a certain thrill in that discovery, the kind that makes collecting not just a hobby, but a passionate pursuit. So, as we look at the 1993 South African 10-cent coin, it's more than just a piece of currency. It's a historical artifact, a symbol of a country in transition, and a potential treasure for anyone lucky enough to have one in excellent condition. Its journey from everyday pocket change to highly sought collectible is a reminder that sometimes, the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary value, and here's the part that will make you sit up and take notice. The 1993 South African 10-cent coin, in the right condition, can command a price that might shock you. We are talking about an amount that could reach up to $11 million. Yes, a coin that you might have thought was just small change could be worth millions today, proving once again that true treasure often comes in the most unassuming forms. So, the next time you stumble upon an old coin in a drawer or a forgotten jar, think twice before dismissing it. That tiny piece of metal could carry a story, a slice of history, and a value beyond imagination. And for those of you who collect coins, this is the thrill, the hunt, and the ultimate reward that keeps you searching, learning, and appreciating the hidden gems that time has quietly preserved. Remember, history is more than just dates and events, it's the objects that have survived through the years, carrying with them the lives, stories, and secrets of the past. And sometimes, it's the smallest of these objects, like a 1993 10-cent coin from South Africa, that can tell the grandest stories of all.
In 1998, the South African Mint struck a 10-cent coin that looks simple at first glance, but holds deep stories in its metal and design. On one side of the coin sits South Africa's old coat of arms, a shield quartered with symbols of the former provinces, an ox wagon for Transvaal, an orange tree for the Orange Free State, wildebeest for Natal, and a woman with an anchor for Cape Province. A lion holding 4 bound sticks rests above the shield, while supporters on either side, a springbok and a gemsbok, stand firm. Beneath all of this, the motto, Ex Unitate Veres, meaning, from unity, strength, is engraved. The border holds the inscription, South Africa 1998, onlinecoin.club. Turn the coin over, and you see a spray of arum lilies, Zentedeschia ethiopica, a flower native to South Africa that has come to represent not only natural beauty, but resilience. The denomination 10 seat is to one side, and the initials of the designer, RCM for Robert Campbell McFarlane, appear near the base of the plant. The coin has a smooth, rounded edge and a rim that frames these designs. OnlineCoin.club +1 physical attributes make this piece easy to recognize yet ordinary in its era. It weighs about 2.0 grams, has a diameter of 16 millimeters, and is made of bronze-plated steel. These features were part of the third decimal series issued from 1990 onward. In this series, the 10-cent coin replaced an earlier larger and different metal coin, and this version remained in regular circulation for years. Mintstuck.com +2 onlinecoin.club +2 In terms of mintage, the 1998 10 cents is not ultra-rare in sheer numbers. About 77 million coins were officially minted that year. That large circulation means many exist, though condition plays a huge role in how collectors value any given coin. Online coin.club +1 collectors look for several things to distinguish a more valuable specimen from an ordinary one. Condition is the first, coins uncirculated or barely showing wear, with all details crisp, the lily's petals, the motifs in the coat of arms, the lettering, will always command more interest. Mint errors or striking anomalies, such as misalignment, weak strikes, rare die variations, also attract attention. Provenance and rarity in any specific variety can amplify interest. Online coin.club +1 importantly, despite its large mintage, this coin has had limited fame in the numismatic world, usually moderate value among collectors, depending on condition. Some sellers estimate its typical value in circulated condition to be a few tens of cents, perhaps up to $50 when well preserved.